got a job with the mob making G's, doing some pickups, deliveries, and transport keys. Yeah, they got me like a flunky, money. I'm driving around town with 10 kilos inside my trunk, G. And I'm holding a suitcase with $500,000 on my lap in front of my face. And I'm trying to ignore it, but sometimes I get tempted to go dip and make a run for it. The thought alone makes me shiver. Damn, what if I get caught and find me floating in the Hudson River? But if I escape, I'll be in shape for my life. But they might get my kid and my wife. See, I'm supposed to make a stop to an uptown spot, run up the block and make another drop. But I got something else in mind, so at the next stop sign, I pull out and load up the 9. I got the money in the hit, went through the block non-stop, cause I ain't dropping off a rock of it. But then I thought of a plan, so I drove to my house and got my girl and my little man. Come on, baby, pack your stuff, get ready.
Goddamn, why your face all sweaty?
Just hurry up, don't throw no fits. I'm a dead man walking, understand we got a split. I switched the locks on the door, started packing the Gucci bags like I was going on a world tour. Grab the luggage and a gun, come on, we gotta go. They got a brother on the run.
They got the ship on the run. What? They got the whole ship on the run. I want that son of a bitch dead. I want it dead. I want it dead. I don't care.
Now I'm driving and I'm looking at my passport. I'm out of here soon as I hit Kennedy Airport. Loaded the other automatic. I don't believe this, I'm like a sitting duck stuck in traffic. I'm getting nervous as hell, G. I like a Continental pulling right up beside me. Push down my girl and then I bent low. Bullets are flying through my window. The enemy is on attack. Shoot a 9 to crack the hammer and I fire that Kenny's back. I gotta take my respect. My bullets hitting crazy mafia members in the neck. Looked at my girl, a bullet struck her. Put in another clip, cause I ain't giving up nothing, my brother. Hit me rolling up in trenches. Spraying at my car, only missing me by little inches. Stepped on the gas pedal, how about my girl is harmed? Man, they only hit her in the upper arm. Now I'm driving on sidewalks, making sharp turns. My son is in the back, catching heartburns. I got the car shaking wildly. I made a turn, and then I hit the beamer in a dark alley. They drove right past, now all the chasing stuff is done. Yeah, they got a brother on the run.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to burn to death.
The next thing I know, it was daylight. And I was sleeping with the engine running all night. I started pulling on my hoe.
Come on, man, what?
Wake up, stupid, we gotta go. Pulled out the alley, then I dipped. Looked down and picked up the 9 and put my rounds in the clip. You know I'm heading south, no doubt. Don't care about my whereabouts as long as it's a hideout. Finally, we crossed the border. I pulled it to a station to fill up the tank and get a drink of water. Pulling over to pump my ride. This when I noticed the slim limousine coming up on my left side. Then the sucker started ramming me. Then I looked, it was the Luciano family. Looked at my girl, she started crying. My finger on the trigger, I pulled it, bullet started flying. Now I'm hitting all them bastards, dropping them fast when I'm blasting blood splashes. Then I finally done it. I took them all out, but I caught one in the stomach. Now I'm looking for survivors, so I ran up on the side of the car and hit the driver. And then I laid low, catching my breath, the only one left was Don Luciano. So I stuck up on the sucker, put my gun to his head. What's up now, motherfucker? He said, wait, I wanna talk. I put his brains on the sidewalk, another life I had to waste. He fell on his back and then I spit right in his skinny face. He saw the barrel of the devil's gun. Now they no longer got a brother on the run.
Phony rappers who do not write, phony rappers who do not excite, phony rappers. Check it out, alright? Yo, I was riding the train, and this Puerto Rican kid said simple and plain, let's battle. It kinda took me by surprise, cause the brother was moving with his eyes on the prize. I said, screw it, I ain't got nothing to lose, but I got to do this shit real quick, so hurry up, kid, bust your joints and then I'll bust mine. Then I'll be out cause I got to see this high. He said, okay, yo, check it out, blah, 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 blah. That's what he said. Then I came back and just fucked up his head. Cause yo, he thought the MC who was seen on TV couldn't hold the shit down in New York City. Hey yo, I showed his ass, then I went off on my task to bless her ass uptown. Real MCs will hold it down. Yeah, sonny, to the beat like that. You wanna bring it to me,
yes,
where you
Dread,
at?
I had a similar situation where this kid tried to tell me I didn't deserve my occupation. He said I wasn't shit, that I was soon to fall. I looked him up and down, grabbed my crutch and said false. Of course he tried to bring it on the battling tip, and you know me. You know I had to come out my shit, trying to lounge at the mall. Me, Skep, and Mr. Walton. Finally I banged his ass with the verbal assault. He said a rhyme about his 45, his nickel bags of weed. That's when I proceeded to give him what he needed. Talking about, I need a Philly right before I get loose. Poor excuse, money please, I get loose off of orange juice. Preferably Minute Maid, cause that's exactly what it takes to write a rhyme. So screw your nickels and your dimes. Because an MC like me be on TV don't mean I can't hold my shit down in NYC.
Phony rappers who do not write, phony rappers who do not excite, phony rappers. You know they type, phony rappers. Check it. It seems there's a sanitation yard full of trash talkers. Sounding good for money, can you be the dog walker? Talk about your mic days and your break dancing. Not enhancing, you sound tired. Oh shit, I didn't know you like to play yourself in front of your friends. Sitting there lying till no end. MCs for me make things happen. Talk about a world but in the form of rapping. Who will be the captain of this shit if it goes down? Don't you know you have to go with it? Just because you rhyme for a couple of weeks doesn't mean that you reach the MC's peak. Let me stop sounding all bitter. Ghetto child, never be a quitter, but don't be a phony in the litter. Take it as a letter from the better. Take it from a man who used to rhyme in busted ass Jettas.
Yo, Fife, you need a condom? Word to God. Mess around, I catch AIDS for MCs being on my love too hard. Cause on my boulevard, you better bring your body
And
on.
what's your boulevard?
LB, I represent naturally. So don't step on the bully if you know that you phony, or else I'll bend that ass like elbow macaroni. Cause I gotta keep it real.
Gotta keep it real, yup.
A Tribe Called Quest. You see, we never have steps, so on your mark.
Get ready, MCs be jetty. Me and Fight be hanging like Veronica and Betty. Archie, Jughead, snuffing MCs from Brains Lane down to Hempstead.
Yes, Quincy over. His rhyme style is older than a Chrysler Cordoba. I'm wilder than the cats from Arizona, Villanova, Kentucky. Who's the next MC stepping up to try and bust me? Bring him here, and boy, will I ever let him have it.
And when it comes to the microphone, don't even try to grab it.
What?
This feeling of embarrassment, this shyness, this bashfulness,
If you take that out of the people, then these people will do whatever they want to do. And that is the very definition of America, a people who have no shame, and therefore they do whatever they want to do.
Abortions, baby coffins, pops in my head like dolphins, making his mama nauseous, throws a crib like vomit, slangs to make a profit for sneakers and other garbage, writing rhymes, praying he blow like Nintendo cartridge. It started in 2001, the cops ran in the house and they all had guns. Little niggas in the house screaming, daddy don't run. Loud man said if you move, you die in front of your son. So he ran to the shredder.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy John, or Carnage here. And today I'm bringing you guys another sneaker restoration video. And this video is on a pair of original 1998 black and red Jordan 13s. Chicago Aways, Chicago Bulls, whatever you want to call them. This is definitely, hands down, my favorite black and red Jordan model ever. I've wanted a pair of these for a while, and they're actually harder to find than any of the other 13 models. I mean, besides maybe the lows. I see all the other colorways show up on the marketplace far more than I see these show up. And I picked these up for a steal a few months back, and they've been sitting around, and I finally got around to finishing these and re-gluing them. I did a fair job restoring these. I made a few mistakes along the way, and I kind of have a bad habit of working on shoes, or really I guess a lot of projects, that if I make a mistake, it feels like the end of the world at the moment that you make that mistake. So then I get kind of lazy, and then that makes me make a few more mistakes. And when I'm halfway through a project or halfway through making a video like this, I kind of don't expect to finish it and think, oh, well, I'm going to scrap it. And then I end up finishing the shoes or finishing what I'm doing, and I'm like, well, I might as well make a video out of it, or actually, you know, follow through, which is how these went. This is the right sneaker, which definitely came out better than the left sneaker. There is no stains, really. On this shoe, I guess maybe there's a small glue line that you can see right there. Don't know if it's focusing or not. And it's not absolutely perfect, but the fitment is pretty damn good on this shoe. Onto the left one is where I made a lot more mistakes. There's a glue stain at the bottom back of the outsole there, the midsole. You can see there's a little glue stain that I got lazy, you know, just went a little bit too fast, one wrong brush stroke, and the damage is done. Fitment is pretty ugly on the back of the heel there, along with a little glue spot. And then there's more just laziness, a little spot there too. None of these things are the end of the world, and like I said, when I make the mistake, it seems a lot worse than it really is, especially since these are a personal pair, and I can make these mistakes and not worry about it too much. If I'm working on a pair that I plan on selling, it's definitely more crucial to me that I want them perfect, because I'm going to be, you know, taking somebody's money for them, and that's also why I don't really want to work on people's shoes. Also, the hologram in the rear. When I bought these, I went and found a cheap pair of grade school 2017 Bred 13s, and the hologram is the exact same size, as 1 inch in diameter. So I bought those for like fucking 30 bucks. They were absolutely destroyed. I think it was like 20-30 shipped or something. And I planned on swapping this hologram, but I really like, you know, just having the factory hologram, having original as much as I can keep. And these are, you know, cracked as shit, but they're still in one piece and they don't look like they're gonna fall out anytime soon. So I'm gonna wear these until they fall out and crack, and then I'll subsequently swap them, and I'll probably post it on Instagram with a reel or something. The jump mount on the sole didn't really need to come off of the midsole when I re-glued it, because it ended up cracking and falling into a few different pieces. I had to re-glue and then re-glue to the outsole, or I guess to the midsole. Whichever one you wanted to do first. I could have left that and wouldn't have broke it. I would have just had to work around it. Carbon fiber plate is still sturdy. No need to re-glue that really. It's going to be sandwiched in between all the other parts that glued together anyway. I repainted the marks on the toe box with Angelus Flat Black. The proper way to do it, I think, would be to repaint the whole toe box, because then you can't really tell that one spot is, you know, fresher than the other. But the mink oil kind of conditioned the front leather here a little bit when I sprayed that, and the flat black matched pretty well. The paint on the toe box isn't too faded, so it looks all right. The suede and all around the materials on the shoe are faded. That's part of the reason I didn't go through and do a full wash or full cleaning with these, and I just used a brush and, you know, dry cleans some of the dirt out of the suede. Probably could have cleaned them with some soap and it would have turned out perfectly fine. But surprisingly, this suede has a lot of life left into it. When I got these, I thought the suede was, you know, pretty cooked, because I've gotten shoes that are supposed to be suede and it really just looks like a leather or some sort of synthetic material. It doesn't look like suede at all. There's absolutely zero fibers to it. But these cleaned up pretty nice. Pretty much the whole shoe has, you know, a nice responding suede to it. It's a mistake I made on my Flints is that I left a little bit of a gap between the insole I used and, you know, that indentation and that slot for the air units. And you can feel that when I put the shoes on. You can feel that there's a little bit of a, you know, a soft part, and then the Phylon, the actual midsole material, is harder. So you can kind of feel that. On these, I did a really good job smoothing it out with a Dremel, just trying to get it as good as possible in the insole, and the bottom of the upper will do the rest. Like working on any shoes and trying to get a good product, it took me a fair while to do these. Don't know how many hours. That's something I've been meaning to do, is count how many hours it takes me to finish a restoration. But I definitely say that it took at least 8 hours, between 8 and 12 hours probably. I don't think it took any more than 12. You can check out my sneaker Instagram and YouTube at Carnage's Kicks. And thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Deuces.